Hey, how folks doing out there tonight? This is Eric Howard, and I wanted to share with you a great story about a family that was on the brink of total financial collapse, making a decision to get emotionally committed to their business to see results and get and improve their lifestyle just dramatically. Okay, some of you may know Kevin and Melissa Connect. Okay, they're in the same program, they're doing the same system that I'm doing. And how did it come about? First of all, how do you folks think it all came about? All right, here's a family with children down on their last leg, almost one and a half legs in their financial grave, facing bankruptcy, $500 in their savings account, $500 in their bank account. What do you think they did? They decided to go to a live event within the program we're in, and they had an emotional, they had a breakthrough in their business. Like I said, it's just ridiculous results. And in the Connect family, they went to the event. First of all, how many businesses out there, online businesses, do you know of that actually have real events that real people can go to so they can even have a breakthrough? Some people, they don't respond well to phone calls or webinars or letters or emails. Some people, and I'm sort of that way, but I'm sort of a self-starter, self-motivator. But a lot of people have to go see something live in person to finally get that breakthrough. And you do not see a whole hell of a lot of companies out here that actually have a live event you can go to. Look at a lot of the businesses you'll see um, off ClickBank. Who knows these? They get these actors for these videos that aren't even in the program. First of all, who knows who even made the software that they're peddling? You can't even get a phone call, let alone a webinar, with whoever created this program that's out there. So what do you do? I mean, how do you have a breakthrough then? Okay, and when I say an event, this is not some hotel, the small conference room get together where some guy is on a whiteboard drawing circles. This is a live event with thousands of people. This isn't some home type event with milk and cookies. All respect goes out to people that are still doing that or have done that in the past to grow their business, but it's a new day. It's a new time, it's a new day. Business is done a lot differently. The principles are kind of still the same, but business is done a lot differently. So, rewind back to Kevin and Melissa Connect. They go to this event, their arms are folded, they're skeptical, they're unsure, they're leaning in their chair, thinking to themselves, yeah, right, nah, this can't be true. Skepticism. But the thing is, at the same time, they made a decision, even with only $500 in their bank account, to attend this event because deep down inside, they knew they were going to get the answers and have the breakthrough in their business that they were looking for. Okay, and if you guys know anything about bankruptcy, because I know I do, and I'll explain that a little bit later, but usually you have to drain your account down to $100 or less just so the creditors, once they wrap up your case, don't go after what's left in your bank in attempts to take care of other creditors. Okay, so They attend this live event, and what happens afterwards? They have a breakthrough 7 months later. 7 months later, the Connect family is making six-figure income. 7 months later, six-figure income. Okay, you'll see their videos. Just look it up. These guys, it's on film. They're real checks. I've been to live events. I've been to the live events that these folks went to, and they're real. There's nothing photoshopped about it. There's nothing fake. Okay, so they made a decision to take massive action to get the results they need in their business and save their family. If you guys are at the point where you're almost bankrupt, it's not a pretty sight, and things usually go down a lot quicker once you're to that point. Okay, but they made a decision. What did they do? They made an emotional commitment to their business. Again, the words are emotional commitment. I'm sure they didn't spend time watching TV, watching talk shows, America's Got Talent, American Idol, whatever. They they made a commitment, mind, body, and soul. That may seem a little cheesy to some of you folks out there, but the majority of you guys know what I'm talking about. That means not waiting for the light bill to come in the mail stating you have a disconnect notice within a week just to get serious in your business. That doesn't mean getting your water disconnection notice in the mail before you decide, oh, I better go all in on my business. My water is about to get shut down. You shouldn't have to wait for a 3-day eviction notice to be taped to your door to take massive action and get emotionally committed in your business. You gotta ask yourself, why am I doing what I'm doing? Why am I here? Look at your kids, look at your family, look at your bank account. It's constant reminders. You have to get emotionally committed to what you're doing. Focusing, income producing activities. Watching TV, that doesn't produce income in your business, does it? Going out to clubs, yeah, that's all and fine, but at the end of the day, is going out to a club or a bar support your business? I like football and sports just like the next, but the spending an entire Sunday watching sports, does that help you gain leverage in your business? No. You need, on the other end, you need a business or system that's going to work for the masses, not just a couple people, not just the elite, not just the person that's selling their offer or product. You need something that's going to work for everyone, because at the end of the day, success in business and building relationships is not all about me. It's not all about you. It's about all of us. If you're a marketer online, offline, we're in the people business. We're in the building relationships. And you got to have a business that sets you up for success so you can receive results and see results. Like I said, if you're getting you're going from product launch to product launch, getting this software in these so-called businesses that don't even work, that don't work for about 99.9% of the people that purchase them. Your intentions are right, but you're having the wrong dream. That's what I always like to say. Your intentions are good, but you're having the wrong dream. And it gets to a point where if you do get the tools that you need and you start to grow in your business, you have to uplift others along the way. It becomes not just about you, not just about you making money. It becomes about others, picking them up from being your followers and making them leaders. And what does that do for you in return? You have dedicated people who are willing to help you out with whatever you need in your business because you did the same for them. Okay? And what better feeling is it to be able to say, you know, I helped this person do that, or I helped this person do that? It's not about bragging rights. It's not about pride. It's about feeling good about what you're doing. It's legit, that it's ethical, that you're helping other people out. Again, like I was talking about bankruptcy, briefly, I was in the military. I was in the military at a young age. I went from high school to the Air Force and went overseas. And if anyone knows about overseas being in the military, there's really no credit system overseas. If you're a GI, if you're in any branches of the service, you just get what you want. There's really no credit. If you got the money, you just pay for it and that's it. Or off good faith because you're a GI and they give you usually what you want. So, I came here back to the U.S. and I forgot all about the credit system, and so I just started spending and doing all the wrong things, and it got to a point where I had to file bankruptcy at a very early age. Why is that? In my case, I don't know about with the Connect family, but in my case, it was because I was just doing all the wrong things, partying with my money and not being smart, not investing in my future. Okay. And I mean, it's cool to try to save if you're working a 9 to 5 or whatnot. It's cool to try to save um, money or what have you. But after my bankruptcy, I realized that what, this is a fresh start, so to speak, for me to be able to get resources that I couldn't get before because my credit was crap. It was just totally shit. Get the resources I need to actually be able to invest in myself and my future so I wouldn't have to work a 9 to 5. And so that's what brings me to the point I'm at right now. And going back briefly to just being involved in a business or system that works. I mean, to each and his own. All respect goes out to people that sell perfumes, vitamins, potions, lotions, or what have you. That's You look at the Connect family, 7 months, and they're at six figures. How can you do if you're only making like 10%, 20%, 40%, maybe 50% commissions off of what you're doing? How long does it take to get to a point where you're making six figures? It's unheard of. I mean, it's happened before, but that's a lot of hustling, and most of the time, those people don't even have a life because they're dedicating their whole life outside of their family to their business. They're spending 12 hours on the phone a day, 12 hours in a hotel, meetings or whatnot. You got to make sure you're set up with the right system. All right. So that's why when I say, you got to have what you need to get where you want to go. You want the results. You want to get rich. You want money. You want to be able to spend time with your family. You want to be able to walk in and tell your boss, with all due respect, sir, thanks for the employment opportunity, but I can't afford to work here any longer because I'm losing thousands of dollars daily if I stay. Like I said, whatever your goal is, you got to have what you need to get there. You got to be affiliated in the right business or doing the right system to get there. I know I am. You ask Kevin and Melissa Connect, they'll tell you they're definitely in the right business. They're definitely in the right system. They're doing the right things. You know, and you have to take a long look at what you're putting in your mind daily. Forget the tabloids, forget the magazines, forget the talk shows. Do as successful people do. Do as what leaders do. You want to be successful, you have to do, it's common sense. You have to do what they're doing. And most leaders that are really successful, they're not going out clubbing and partying every day. They're reading. They're listening to audio, inspiration audio that's feeding their mind knowledge so they could grow in their business. It's like a little child or a flower, a plant, whatever. In order for it to grow, you have to give it the proper nutrition. In our cases, being in online business, even offline business, you have to feed yourself the the what it needs to grow. And watching TV and going to clubs and bars and listening to stupid rap and rock and pop or whatever, and Britney Spears and uh, Lil Wayne, whatever, it's not going to get you where you need to go. Not saying there's wrong with anything wrong with music, but if you truly want to get emotionally committed, this is what you have to do. And this is what the leaders do. So you either do what someone broke does and get no results, or you do as leaders do and see the results, get the results that they do. Aspire to be like the leaders. Aspire to be more than the leaders in whatever business you're in. So, you have to realize, closing this out, what makes your why. Why do you want to be rich? Why do you want to spend more time with your family? Why do you want to be able to tell your boss, here's my 2 week notice, confidently, here's my 2 week notice. I can't afford to work for you anymore. I'm losing too much money. Find out your real why. And usually it surprises the hell out of you. For me, let me tell you, when I delve down deeper to find out what my why was, it was because I wanted to be remembered for doing something positive, for actually being one of the first in my family to be successful. Think on that. Subscribe, like, comment, leave feedback, friend request, www.blogandgetallin.info, or check out my blog, www.blogandgetallin.com. Click on the link below. But just, you know, make emotional commitment in your business, and the rest will fall into place. Till next time, talk to you folks later. Good night.